Hello and welcome to 360 Gamercast, episode 155 for Tuesday, the 7th of March, 2023. I'm your host, Mark Webb, gamertag Pearson ID, Steam ID, Webby360G. And joining me today is...
Well, we were having 2 weeks off. Nick Fights.
And here as usual, Sensei Switch.
Did I sound like I was training for a shit when I said Steam?
Kind of.
Yeah, we were going to have 2 weeks off. So this was a last minute decision just to keep the patrons happy with their payments and things. So obviously it was very last minute, this recording. So we're going to be doing the PS3 special in 2 weeks' time. So you might just have to wait a little bit longer for that. So this is going to be like a normal episode, which is great because we've got a few things to talk about. But just an update, obviously the last episode we did, I wasn't in a great place, which is why I said I was going to have, well, we were going to have 2 weeks off because I lost my job. But this week I have had a job offer, which is great. So I'm going to be rolling at my current job until my redundancy and then walking straight into a new job. So all is good. So I thought it would take me a bit longer to find another job, which is why I said 2 weeks off, because that's pretty much all I wanted to concentrate on. But obviously now I've managed to achieve that goal. I thought, well, stress is lifted. We can get recording again. So yeah, I'm really happy, to be honest.
And you got a free redundancy out of it at the end of the day as well.
Yeah, so it's quite nice. So I'm really happy about that. So I'll be buying lots of games and things. But no, one thing that is a little bit annoying is, so the F1 season started this weekend, and we've got in the Discord a Formula One fantasy league on the go. It's called 360 Gamercast F1, and I did say in the Discord that whoever wins it will get a free game of their choice from me. I will buy it for them. But obviously I've not been able to do that as a shout out on the Discord. So obviously we've had one race already. If you wish to join, yes, you can join, but you're going to obviously be at a disadvantage because you won't have any points from the first race of the season. So you're in a bit of a disadvantage already, but you're more than welcome to join. The link for that is in the Discord in the Formula One channel if you do wish to join. Also, F1 2022 has hit Game Pass this week because it's been out a year. So we're going to be sorting out some races on that. It is full cross-play as well. So if you've bought it on PlayStation or PC, you could still join us. So you should have a look on the Discord and look out for when we're organising those races, because that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Webby also saw that if you've got Game Pass, there's a like a free Legends, some kind of DLC pack you can get on Xbox.
Oh, nice. Okay.
As well, like in the perks, if you just go to there logged in, it says free. I don't know, it just had pictures of some of the old drivers on there. Not really any idea what it was, but yeah, look in your perks bit. I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah, I know. There's because I did the because luckily because Xbox Game Pass is great, right? So they got because they do some cool stuff in the perks. So they did this a short while ago, 3 months free on the car map, because obviously my stress levels have been quite high recently. I've been using the app, which has been quite helpful actually, just for relaxation and a bit of meditation and things. So I highly recommend you use it if you're a little bit of a stress head like myself. It's fantastic.
What is it? Just like some sort of like 50-year-old woman going, oh.
No, it's got like sound, like music, and it's got like meditation. It's got celebrities doing it and all sorts. Going through like breathing exercises and things like that. I think it's quite helpful. Yeah. So it's worth giving a go. I mean, it's free. It's 3 months for free, right? So you're not losing anything.
No.
So, yeah. So there's that. Games played then. I've been playing a few games. So I'm just going to kick it off with my latest game I've tried. I didn't actually get very far though. And that was Wo Long on, so hit Game Pass. I only come out a few days ago.
Yeah, Friday.
I know Darren's played the demo. I don't know if you've played the full games since we last talked.
I've installed it. I haven't started it yet, but I played.
Yeah, I played the demo as well.
All right.
So what did you demo or the old one?
Well, I haven't played the demo. I played the full game, but
no, because there was an older demo where it started you off in the mountains, and in the new one it starts you off in the burning village.
Okay, so the beginning of the game's like a village type area. It's meant to be like a tutorial area. I can't reserve judgment right now because I played it when I was so tired I could hardly keep my eyes open. So I'm not gonna say it's, I'm not gonna say, oh, it's shit or anything like that at the moment. All I'm gonna say is I didn't enjoy what I played, but I think the tiredness I had a lot to do with it. So I do want to give it another go. The only thing I found is because that tutorial area is, apparently the game's hard anyway. It's a bit like Dark Souls but faster. A lot of people have compared it to Sekiro, but I've not played that.
It's more like Sekiro, I'd say, with the parry system and everything.
Okay.
From what I thought, it was more of a cross between Dark Souls and Sekiro.
Yeah. I mean, graphically it looks nice. I did play it on PC. I have been reading a lot of negative reviews about the performance on PC, but it was running pretty smooth for me, around 90 to 100 FPS.
I think it's the Steam version that's actually suffering from most of the problems, because apparently the Steam version of it hasn't even got anything as an option over 60 FPS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be, I'd find that very odd. I need to look into that.
It does seem strange, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was what some people were saying on Twitter.
Oh, because I'd assume it'd be the same as the Game Pass version on PC. Surely. But stranger things have happened, right? So yeah, I mean, I played it a little bit. I died a few times, and then the annoying thing is it just puts you right back at the beginning of the level, and I was just like, oh, I don't know if I've got the energy to carry on with this. But my initial impression was it's hard, but I think people that are really into those Dark Souls type games would really enjoy it. Sekiro or whatever. And what was that? What, a Bloodborne as well? Like, because fast like that as well, yeah? But because it's got a lot of that blocking, so you hit the B button or circle if you're on PlayStation, right, to time your blocks and your dodges and stuff, and that seems to be a very critical component to Wo Long, from what I've played and read. So, initial impressions weren't great, just because I don't feel like it's my kind of thing. But I think I'm definitely going to give it another go, because I think my opinion could change if I am actually, in a better frame of mind to play. So
yeah, it's up to 3-player co-op.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, is the whole game in co-op, or is it like Dark Souls where you can only summon people in for bosses and things?
I think the whole game.
Oh, now that would be really, really cool, actually. Yeah, I think I'd play with a couple of people on that, I think, and it would make it a bit easier.
Obviously, the Game Pass entry is easy enough for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I will say, from the latest demo that I played, it looked like it had been improved a fair bit since the original demo that I played last year.
Oh, okay.
There could be like more customization options and things like that. And obviously, with this new one, with the new demo, you got like cutscenes and all that kind of stuff, which was like omitted from the original one I played. Although the tutorial area in the original I played was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
That seems to have like disappeared.
Okay. Yeah, so I think a lot of people are really enjoying it from what I've seen online. But I've just, I don't think the PC users are having a great time with it, though, to be honest. I think it's quite intensive. So, yeah. That's all I can say on it, really. To be honest, I can't give any other judgment from the very little I've played on it. To be fair, but so yeah. That's Wo Long. What have you been playing, Nick?
Yeah, well, I finished the game. I started.
Ooh.
There was Buffy the Vampire Slayer on the Xbox.
Oh, the OG Xbox.
Yeah, the OG Xbox 2002.
Nice. Wow. I'm sure you talked about this when we were last on, actually, a
Yeah,
couple
that's
of
what I'm
weeks
saying. I
ago.
started
Yeah,
it off.
yeah.
I finished
Yeah.
it now, and yeah, it's fucking shit, mate. To be honest, it's not very
Really?
good. It's right at the end of the old school, 3D games where they just couldn't get the camera working.
Ah, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Forever fighting the camera. I mean, it had, like I said, it had all the voice actors apart from Buffy, which was weird.
yeah. That's
And
a
for
bit
some
shit,
reason,
yeah.
it was just a generic sort of run around 3D beat 'em up. I'd kick, punch, like stab with like your stake or your little sword thing you got in the end, which normal sort of Buffy thing. And the only problem is the last level decided to like where you went into hell or something like that, like a dream world.
Yeah.
Decided it was going to turn into a platform game.
Oh.
And
Oh
it wasn't a
God.
very
I
good
love
platform
it
game.
when games become platform games.
Yeah. Oh, and it just didn't work because the platform, and it was like, oh, you want to run and jump and hold on to something? Yeah, there's no actual hold button. We'll decide if you hold on or not. And and also like in between the levels, there's no checkpoints. So if you die, then it's like right back to the start of the level.
How annoying.
And there's a bit where so you fight some guys or some bad guys, and then it's like, oh, you want to jump on these three or four floating platforms down to the bottom area. And okay, so you jump onto the first one. Oh, that's not too bad. And then you jump onto the second and third one. But the third one, when you land, instead of just land, you decide to land and then just slide off like you're on ice to your death for no reason. Like this, it's not a slidey one. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I did that, got up to another bit, and then you keep like changing the bits, and then you have to run across these like another area in between fighting loads of enemies. When you fight enemies and then they put like coloured barriers up to stop you progressing until you finish fighting.
Right. Yeah.
Like the invisible barriers like Devil May Cry did.
Yeah, pretty much like Devil May Cry. And you're like, oh, okay, fight these guys, go on. And there's a bit where I had to run past these like swinging axes and like dodge them, with the time. And I'm like, okay, I'm 20 foot away from this axe. It's no way it's going to hit me from it. Oh, it did hit me, even though you were like miles away from it. And you're like, okay. So you've done all that, pressed the button. I was like, oh, thank God. And then all the floor decided to disappear. So then I had to try and... Yep, so then you had to go back. No, it was supposed to happen.
Oh, right.
And there's like... So then you have to platform around these swinging axes, basically like Tomb Raider, but not good. And you're like, so I watched a YouTube tutorial after I finished the game, just like reading through the comments of people absolutely slaughtering that level.
Wow.
Because it's like you just get hit sometimes, and sometimes you don't. And then you get round to the end, and then there's another couple of bits where you have to like go on more platforms, but they're rotating platforms, and you have to jump. But instead of jump and then jump again, you just bounce off of things and just go flying in whatever direction the game decides. So I must have spent an hour and a half, 2 hours on this one level. And then after, that was, and then you had to fight like evil Buffy boss, which I did first time. And then I was like, go back to the end of the level. And then you're like, walk up these stairs, which they're sort of half invisible, but they're there. And they left a little gap. So you fell to your doom again. So they had to do it all again. So I was like, this game is literally messing with me. The only thing I could assume is that the developers never thought anyone would like get to that part of the game. They just give up and throw the game away or something. And then the final few bosses. Yeah, and then they had the final few bosses like kind of basic. but they had the cheesy, one-hit kill bosses that you couldn't dodge, and I'm like, really? But no, that was easy enough. But it's put me off. I don't want to play the second one now. Nope. I was going to play the second one in the series, was Chaos Bleeds. But no, I'm not going back to that. It was so bad, I disconnected my original Xbox completely. I'm like, nope, that can go back in the box where it belongs. So that's my retro game. Yeah, something like that. But it's nothing worse than when you're doing a level like that. It's bad enough when you're on your own, you're getting pissed off, and you can shout and swear. And then you look up a YouTube video, but when you're doing it on Twitch in front of other people, it makes you feel even more like a useless twat on it. And I can't sit there, hang on, I'll just Google and watch a YouTube review, because like everyone's like, oh, you can't do it, can you? And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Andy.
The best is where you have a game where you're trying it over and over and over again, and then you look up a guide on how to do it, and it's the exact way you've been doing it.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
You're just being a noob.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It's just sometimes, and especially in some of these older games, like you reload the level and it works first time, that sort of thing. So maybe it's a glitch. I like to blame the games completely, not my video game skills.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Buffy done. No more Buffy.
Cool. What about you then, Darren?
I'll just get the other thing. I've completed Youngblood, Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Oh yeah, it was shit, wasn't it?
It's all right, to be honest. I haven't found myself screaming abuse at it like some other games. So there's that, I guess. Parts of it are obviously frustrating and annoying, but it's been okay to play through. I reasonably enjoyed sort of like just going through it. Just taking my time with it a little bit. I'm just mopping up a few of the achievements. I don't know whether I'll bother with all of them, because a lot of them are kind of like for ranking your guns up to like the top level.
Yeah.
And it takes freaking forever to get one of them up to like rank 10.
Yeah.
And so far I think I've only done 3 of them, and there's like about 8 or 10 weapons to do.
Okay.
But yeah, just mopped up all the collectibles and all that kind of stuff. But yes.
Fair dimples, mate.
It's an old game.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm moving on then. I've been playing quite a bit of Atomic Heart. Very much enjoying it. I've been playing it a lot. I don't think I've got super far. I'm still trying to get these things for this tree. You know where I am, Darren.
That's fucking right near the beginning.
Is it?
It
seems to.
First zone.
It seems to be taking forever just to get the things for this fucking tree. It's like little puzzles and shit. I've not got most of them now. I think I've just got to get one more. But I turned it off because again, I've not had when you're not in that real like mental zone, like I was saying with Wo Long, I just find myself not being. I mean, I've been enjoying it, but I've not been able to really get into it, if that makes sense. Yeah, but
when you're really into something, when it kicks you in the balls, it's even more annoying.
Yeah, so I mean, I love the graphics. I think the graphics are great on it. Really, really good. Gameplay. I admit, I'm playing it on easy just because I find the combat with the robots a little bit just, okay, and I just want to just not have the issues.
Yeah, you've literally all you've fought is like a couple of the robot things, haven't you? You haven't
and
come
the flying and these flying, and stuff, these flying things. Oh, they're annoying. What else? I think that's about it, actually. Yeah. And there's these things, so they're like some of these weird enemies. They look like the Last of Us enemies with the faces that open up and shit. It looks really fucking weird.
With the plant heads and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've had those. Like, they feel amazing when you like lop their heads off with an axe.
I'll bet. But it is. I mean, graphically it's nice, and I like the set. Like, so when the game starts, it opens up like very BioShock. infinite, I find. It
Yeah.
really sets the scene. It's not, it's quite slow, but I like that, right? Because it just sets the scene. I know a few people have moaned about that because I think they just wanted some action straight away. Yeah, man, you've not been in the Discord. Sly and a few other people have been bitching about it. But
just chuck you into there's something called world building, people.
Yeah, 100%, and I think it does a very good job at that. The only thing that I will say, like, the controls are a tiny bit annoying though, like with the double tap and hold the right bumper to do the scanning of the area. Yeah.
What's more annoying is when you're trying to throw things that you've picked up using like telekinesis or whatever it is. You've got to sort of like let go of the button and hold it down again.
Yeah.
And you'll be doing that a lot later on in the puzzle dungeons.
Yeah, so I've done the puzzle where you got to like move this ball through tubes to like cool down
that's simple. Yeah, that's fair enough and easy. But so it sort of brings you in nice and slow and whatnot.
Yeah, because the only thing I was getting annoyed about is I felt like I was like in this area for ages, and then I do know you get outside at some point, but I just feel like I had this awesome stuff outside going on, and then I feel like I've been inside this area for fucking ages. And I'm just like, where's all the beautiful fucking outside areas and that?
When you get outside, you'll wish you were inside again.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've been seeing some stuff online that people wanting it boycotted because it's got one of the developers is Russian. I think that's a bit silly on a personal note because you can't blame the citizens of a country for what the government do. That's just my personal opinion on it.
Unfortunately, it's the poor citizens that always suffer.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, that's only one of the developers. I think there's actually three developers involved. When I look online, and one of them is Russian. Yeah. So, everyone has their own opinions. That's fair enough, but. It's I think it's cool, and I'm glad it's on Game Pass so we can enjoy it. So, yeah, I'm liking it, like, because I mean I'll talk about Hogwarts in a minute, but I was waiting to finish Hogwarts before I played it, and I only just finished Hogwarts literally like a couple of days ago. So, yeah. If you want to listen to the rest of this week's awesome episode, you need to subscribe to the Patreon. So head on over to patreon.com/360gamercast to get the rest of this week's awesome show, which is over 1 hour and a half long. You also get access to all our previous Patreon exclusive episodes, including the Xbox family of console episodes and the PlayStation ones that we've partly done and we are continuing with, and then we'll be moving on to other systems such as Nintendo and classic arcades, etc., etc. So subscribe now, patreon.com/360gamercast. It'll be the best £5 you spend this month.